Oftentimes when I'm working with the designers, or Kathy's working with the designers, we often ask them what's important to them. Obviously, they have, a job that they're trying to quote, or maybe they just received a job that they're working for a client, and the answer we typically get most often is that the designers are concerned about making sure that we get all the details from them and that we are going to be attentive to all the details that they've communicated to us. So communication is really, really important. And even when the designers may not communicate something to us, we do this every day working with fabrics and making draperies and the upholstery and everything, that we know what questions to ask. So it might not be something that it's in their mind, but we'll ask those questions to make sure that we got all the information that we need, to upholster a piece of furniture exactly the way they envisioned it, or to fabricate a drapery panel or balance the way they've designed it. So when we are communicating, we're not just making the window treatment. They've created something, and we want to make sure that we are going to make that creation to come to reality. And in order to do that, we have to make sure we listen attentively and know exactly what they want. And so in addition to that communication, we take a lot of steps to make sure that from the time that we take the order to the finished product when it comes out, when the upholstery is done, it comes out, or that bench, or even just a little pillow, that it comes out exactly what they wanted. So when we're actually taking the order, we take all the order, but each order gets a separate sheet. Even if it's one pillow, we write up a separate sheet as to exactly what the information the designer or the customer has communicated to us. We draw it, we staple the fabric there. We don't try to save paper by putting multiple orders on one page. We only do one order at a time. So when the fabricator gets it, there is no question about what fabric goes to which order, because everything is spelled out. And we have a saying in our workroom so that the first grader can understand it. We just spell everything out. And if first grader cannot understand it, then we as order writer need to do a better job, and we work very, very hard to do that, and that's based on what the order we take. Even with furniture, we take the furniture, even when we go pick it up and bring it back, we always call back and say we received the furniture, and we call back with an inspection report saying that we inspected the cushion, we inspected this, and if there's anything that needs to be, that we think might need repair or maybe an improvement, we'll make that suggestion. But as far as the decision to improve it the decision rests on the customer or the designer. But they like to have that information so that they can make that decision. The other thing is that every furniture, when it comes in, we take a digital picture of every piece of furniture that comes in, and we download it. And you can see here, and we even categorize it, put in what month we received it, what year we received it. So at any given time, we know when they came in. In addition to that, we print this out and we actually put it on the work order. So when the work order goes to the upholstery workroom, there is no question about which furniture it is and what fabric that goes with it. And even if they can't make it out on the work order, they can always come to this computer and find that piece of, in fact, we even looked at this settee back there that Quan was tearing down. But let's say after it's all torn down, sometimes we can't see exactly what the original one looked like. Maybe there is a little detail that we need to make sure that it's the same. So he can look at it before it was torn down. We take this picture and he can see that this had channels on it, had this 3 rows of tufting on it, because after it's all torn down, you may not know exactly what it looked like before, but we have a photo of it so you can come back to it and pay attention to the little details that was there before. And that way, he can duplicate that process. So it's really important to have that picture. I don't think of any other upholstery shop that actually do this particular process, but we do it mainly because we want to make sure that the customer gets exactly what they had expected, and that we have all the information to do our job the best way possible. And this helps us immensely. So we take that extra step of taking the picture, putting it on paper, going back there. They know what furniture goes with what, and there's no mistake about whose furniture that is and what fabric goes on there. And also we have a record of if a customer wanted to see their furniture before, and they like to see the before and after pictures too, so we do that for them if they request it. So we do that a lot. And also it's here for sometimes to give samples. A lot of times people like to come and see our finished products. We do take pictures of our finished type of fabric that they want to select or whatever, and we can show them samples of it, of the work that we've done. And of course you can look at our slideshows and things like that and look at our finished products. But we go through, there's a lot of little steps that we go through that's within our system that a lot of times our customers or designers don't even need to know about, but we do it. We take all those extra steps, and that's what makes us, I think, different from any other workroom, because we go through so many little detailed steps to make sure that in the end it comes out exactly what they expected. Because even though our seamstresses and fabricators and upholsterers are very, very talented, they're human beings, so they need to make sure they have all the information that they're supposed to get, and that they have the system and the tools to do their job the best way possible. And that's what I try to do as an owner, is to provide them the system, the communication, and the tools to do their job the best way possible, so that we can provide the best quality and service to our customers, because that's that our customers demand it. It's just not a necessary thing. It is the most important thing. So that's what we do. And we try to have an efficient system so that our prices can be competitive, and that we don't waste a lot of time and a waste that could increase prices. And we try to keep our costs at a minimum, but yet provide the best service possible.